Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to continue to use the product to sum and sum to product formula to do some questions. And in particular, is related to interior angles of triangles. In this example, in triangle ABC, you need to prove this kind of relation. And since we know we need to use the sum to product or product to sum formula to prove it, and let's see which side we should start with. On the right, we have a product of sine A, cosine B, and sine C. So I will choose to say using the product to sum formula to rewrite this term. So this time I will start to do it on the right hand side. Okay, and for the sine C, because we know that A plus B plus C is equal to pi, so we have another option that to rewrite C in terms of A and B. But then since there is sine square C on the left, so you can just keep it and see if you need to change it later on. So to start with, we rewrite this 2 sine A cosine B as the sum of two sine, and that is sine A plus B plus sine of A minus B. Okay, and we know that the sum of A and B is pi minus C, and that can be multiplied to this sine C. So before we remove the bracket, we can write it as pi minus C first. And for difference of angle, we cannot do anything on that. So we obtain our sine squared C, which is one of the terms on the left, and there's 1 plus sine of A minus B sine C. Here, you can say to rewrite C in terms of A and B, and then you do something here related to angle A and B. Also, you can consider this as the product of two sine, and how to rewrite this, the product of two sine. Okay, it's the subtraction of, it's the subtraction of two cosine. So, but for subtraction of cosine, you should have a negative sign in front. And also, we have 1 over 2 here. So we have cosine of the addition of A minus B to C and minus cosine of this angle minus C. Now here, the angle here looks a little bit complicated, but then we should note that A, B, and C the sum is special. The sum of A, B, and C is equal to pi because of the angle sum of triangle. And then you can form your A minus B plus C as pi minus 2b. And so as to form this A minus B minus C as minus A plus 2A, which is 2A minus pi. So actually for these two cosine, we can rewrite it related to 2b, 2a, and pi. So we have a minus b plus c is pi minus 2b. And here, cosine of a minus b minus c is here, 2a minus pi. Okay, and now we can simplify the angle related to pi like this. We have negative of cosine 2b, and here we have also negative of cosine 2a. And with the negative sign in front is a positive, so I will write cosine 2a in front. Okay, we nearly get the result. Now, for cosine 2a, you know that you need to write something related to sine square a. So you need to make use of the compound angle formula to rewrite cosine 2a as sine square a. For cosine 2b, you need to write something related to cosine square b. So we use the compound angle formula here. For cosine making a sine, we have 1 minus 2 sine square a. And for cosine 2b, in terms of cosine square b, we should have minus of bracket 2 cosine square b minus 1. And then you know that the 2 is cancelled out. The 1 and minus negative 1 is 1. 2 and 2 makes 2. With this one, we know that is a minus 1. Okay, 1 minus 1 is gone. So with minus 1 plus sine square a and plus sine square cosine square b, and that is sine square a plus cosine square b plus sine square c, which is the left hand side. Okay, so there's many things going on. You need to determine which side to start with, and when you use the product to sum formula, and when you meet another angle, you need to maybe change the angle here related to the sum of interior angles of triangle. And also you may meet this kind of thing, okay, in particular for interior angles of triangle, because you have this property a plus b plus c equals pi. And after that, you need to form your target, do your work, okay, based on your target here. Okay, so this is example 4, and one more example before the end of this video, and again related to interior angles of triangles. In triangle A, B, and C, you need to form this kind of relations. Now, you may be having difficulty in determining which sides to start with, because for this time, you maybe think of, oh, I can use the addition of 2 cosine, subtraction of 2 cosine, right? And also, you can start with the right hand side. The product of cosine is the sum of 2 cosine, right? So it may be difficult for you to choose to start from which side. And sometimes it may be very, very difficult for you to do if you choose the wrong side. Okay, and this question is one of those questions that if you choose the wrong side, you may get trouble. So let's start with the right hand side. Okay, for the right hand side, you may choose maybe cosine A over 2, cosine B over 2. You may choose cosine B over 2, sine C over 2, or even cosine A over 2 and sine C over 2. I don't know. But usually, we will start with the first 2 expressions multiplied together and see if we can get something on that. Okay? Yeah, the right hand side is this thing. Okay, and I use cosine A and cosine B, that is sum of 2 cosine. So we need the 2 here as well. So we have 2 of cosine of the sum of these two angles plus cosine of subtraction of these two angles. And sine c over 2 minus 1. Okay, this is the first step. And now, let us remove the bracket first. Don't try to expand it again because you will cancel all the terms in between and you will get this again. Okay, so when you use the product to sum formula, okay, don't ever try to remove the bracket again by using compound angle formula. Okay. So we should have 2 cosine of this angle sine c over 2 plus 2 cosine of a minus b over 2 sine c over 2 minus 1. And now, you may think of to rewrite a plus b as pi minus c, and then you will have cosine of pi over 2 minus c over 2. Then you will have 2 sine square c over 2. Okay, that is related to cosine c. Right? Okay. You may do that. Let's see. 2 of cosine of pi minus c over 2. Okay, sine c over 2. And also for this one, okay, we know that the minus 1 is not related to this expression. For this one, we can apply the product to sum formula again. The shape cosine and sine, that is the difference of sine. That is sine of a minus b plus c over 2 minus sine of a minus b minus c over 2. Then it's something very familiar. Do you still remember on the above example, we have exactly these two angles, a minus b plus c and a minus b minus c, okay? But then this just half of it. So that means we can rewrite it by using the property of the sum of interior angles of triangle. Here we can have 2 sine square c over 2 minus 1. And here, for a minus b plus c, we can have pi minus 2b. And over 2, so we have pi over 2 minus b. And for here is 2a minus pi. So we have 2a minus pi over 2, that is a minus pi over 2, like this. And for this one, it's actually cosine c, but then the sign is reversed, so we have negative of cosine square c. And for these two, let's see, sine of pi over 2 minus b is, sorry, here is just cosine c. Here is cosine b. And for here, the angle here is in the fourth quadrant, so it's a negative of cosine. And the negative sign here, so 2 negative makes positive, so we have plus cosine a. And thus we have cosine a, cosine b minus cosine c. And that is the left-hand side. Okay, so it's a little bit easier for you to start from the right. As you can see, the steps are quite familiar, at least you can follow. But then what about if you start from the left? You may do it in this kind of backward and you see that you should say rewrite C cosine C as a double angle formula by using is okay, but then it's a little bit difficult for you to write cosine A and cosine B as something. When you use combined angle, the sum to product formula, you will get two cosines multiplied together, and you cannot find any product of two cosines here in between. So it's a little bit difficult for you to combine all the things here with this new sine C here. Okay, so that's all for this video, and there are some more examples related to product to sum and sum to product formula. Okay, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.